and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches News. Today with me, Pika.
In my brand new shades.
Yep, and today we have the first of a two-parter of us covering the two big Marvel versus DC events. The first one was written as an event, as fans vote on it. The other one actually has a proper story to it, but we are going to talk about the pros and cons of both of these.
Yeah.
Because they do have pros and cons. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, first we're going over DC versus Marvel / Marvel versus DC.
Yeah. Looking at the.
Yep, we got Ron Mars and Dan Jurgens on this one. Well, we have Ron Mars and Peter David doing the writing, and you have Dan Jurgens and Castellini.
Dan Jurgens and Joseph Rubenstein, Claudio Castellini, Paul Nearly.
Claudio Castellini is such an underrated artist. I've already covered two of his artworks before. His Man and Superman story he did for Superman Confidential and Wolverine the End. Yeah, he did both of those. But yeah, we open up with the Ben Reilly's Spider-Man swing. I love this town. Just when you've had it, when you think you can't take any more from the Big Apple, it gives you an honest-to-God, quiet night for a change. Nights like this, I know I did the right thing coming back to New York and getting my life together. Putting on the costume again. Well, a costume anyway. Maybe without the mask, I'm still going to. Maybe without the mask, I'm still going by the name Ben Reilly. But it is who I really am. It feels good being Spider-Man. Ah, no, come on, don't ruin my night. It's too peaceful for my spider sense to be going off. To which he sees. Now, I went over Silver Surfer, Green Lantern a while back, and that actually did lead into this. Because we see at the end this energy going into this box. So when Spidey is swinging by it, he then gets transported to Gotham. You okay, man? Too soon. It's starting. But at least you're here. It's all coming together, boy. I need your help. Look, I don't want any part of whatever's going on here. I'm gone already, okay? Whoa, that guy was warped. Last thing I need is to get tangled up with some crazy dude. Ouch. Felt strange for a second, and it's raining all of a sudden. Where am I? No. The question is, who are you? Spider-Man, I presume, but you've changed tailors since last week tangled. Huh? I've never seen you before in my life, laughing boy. Since when is the circus in New York? New York? Dear boy, this fair gem is Gotham, famed far and wide for its flying rodents and murderous, disfigured psychotics. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a Gotham? What's a Gotham? Whew, that's rich. That's good. That's rich. Reminds me of a joke. Actually, everything reminds me of a joke. But that's not the point. You are in Gotham. If you don't know that much, you have a serious reality problem. And I would know. Yeah, I'm beginning to think you would. What's the clown doing on top of a building in a downpour anyway? Oh, I thought I might blow it up. But fireworks are so abysmally dull in the rain. Ha ha, you're a riot. Look, something's pretty weird here, and I'd like some questions answered. You haven't even told me who you are. My card. Count yourself lucky. I'm more fond of bugs than I am of bats. So much for the lovely evening I have planned. I could just kill the weatherman. There's a thought. No, are you? Insane? Would somebody please tell me what the heck's going on here? Okay, I like that opening and tying it into the prior crossover.
Yeah, it's the one with Carnage.
Yep, with Carnage, of which, I should have talked to J.M. DeMatteis about that one. But yeah, that one, I really like that one because it's all about, and because it makes it clear, you think Joker and Carnage would be a perfect duo when it's like, no, they couldn't be any further from the truth.
Yeah,
Because Joker
showmanship
is about
and
showmanship against wanton carnage. Because let's be honest, Joker, he's insane. He'll kill you randomly, but he has a point to it. He's rarely ever been about just doing it for the sake of it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you can tell a good writer from a bad one when Joker just. I remember there was some story that was pointed out on some blog or some other website where the Joker just randomly killed every person he just came across while trying to walk home from the from whatever Batman had stopped him.
Was that a black and white story?
No, it was colored.
Oh,
I think it was colored. Could have been black and white.
That's a bad story right there.
Oh.
Because Joker
something that Batman had stopped him from doing, and he had gotten away and was just making his way home.
I mean, at least that Paul Dini issue was when he has Robin, Tim Drake Robin, captured in the taxi, driving around gunning people down. There's a point. There was a joke there. Yeah, there was a bit wanton carnage, but it was still a case of Robin with him to watch. But yeah, we have the X-Men dealing with Juggernaut and then Superman, but then he's transported to Manhattan. Hey, where'd the Runt Crow? Where'd I go? I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I do know you're in the wrong place, mister. That shit.
This was the 90s when Superman's first instinct was to punch the guy instead of just approaching.
Well, to be fair, look after what he just did here. I think, and even then,
some modern writer would probably just make him just not to punch first.
Yeah, but in this case, after him punching the Daily Planet building, he would punch.
Yeah.
And in this case, it was at least to back away from the wall.
Yeah. Okay, justified in that sense.
Yeah, because then it makes sense. I mean, hey, I've just been going over the Electric Blue stuff with Sheridan. He wasn't punch happy by this point. This is a little bit before that.
Yeah.
No, it's still happening. I hold it back. Please, there's got to be some way to hold it back. Oh, wait, I just realized.
If you're not using enough duct tape.
I just realized. I just got to get one of the other books ready because there's one of the tie-ins that is important. Somewhat. Strange Fate.
Tuo is not included in or.
No, wait, here. Anyway. It's in the trade, but it's not included in.
Hold on,
online.
Hold on, is it?
It's in the trade.
Yeah, it should be in the 160-page trade.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be here then.
Yeah, it always is in there. By the way, because of my babysitting, my parents are going to get me the both omnibuses.
Okay.
I'm still bummed out that the Gerard Jones ones aren't included. I know why they aren't, but now it's like, but it's not completed then. It's a double-edged sword. Do you do it so the guy will get so a creeper will get royalties, or do you not do it and make it incomplete? That's a tough choice. No, you can't. Well, no, but you can't rewrite it. Not like that because it was still his idea and everything. But yeah, we have Captain America. He just got transported. Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, Wonder Woman's going to get the short end of the stick throughout this whole thing.
I recall.
Yep. Hulk got transported after talking. This is the Professor Hulk, by the way.
Yeah, kind of looks weird when he's.
The Superboy was Tana. Not a bad looking Tana.
Yeah.
I can't leave you for a second. That roving eyes of yours never stops. Tana! Come on, Tana. I was just like that. I wasn't like that. I was just, showing up by tactile telekinesis. Oh, it was tactile, all right. I don't know why I even put up with you Sometimes I just wish you disappear. Whoops!
I have not done the read-through on the Superboys, so were they being
they were a couple by this
friends?
Point.
Okay.
They were dating by this point.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure. I've only read Steel. I've never really read Superboy, but I'm positive they were dating.
Okay.
We got Lobo. The X-Men are trying to figure out, you're saying he simply disappeared? No sign of him at all? None whatsoever, Professor. The three of us were engaged with the Juggernaut when a shaft of light struck him and faded away. Sorry, I just wanted to read some of this. But yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do. And oh boy, Kathleen's artwork on Wolverine is not the best here. He's great with Storm and the others, but Wolverine, what the heck, that hair?
Yeah, that I was processing that how in my mentally about how it's drawn.
Beast's hair isn't that wild.
Yeah.
Why is Wolverine so whoosh? But but then some of the X-Men got teleported away. Not all of them though. All three of them gone, Professor, right in front of me, and I can't even begin to explain it. What's going on here? I'm afraid, Scott, we should be asking who's next. Green Lantern, Elektra, Flash, Thor, Aquaman, Silver Surfer, Captain Marvel, Submariner, Quicksilver, Catwoman.
Hey, just realized something weird. This is in Finnish, yeah. So, but the way how they have translated Captain Marvel here, he's translated as Kapteeni Ihme, which translates back into English as Captain Wonder.
Probably because the Finnish have the word for Marvel.
Maybe it's synonymous. Or maybe it's some different word that I can't think of right now.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know how you got it here, but we can end this without anyone getting hurt. But first, you're going to have to put the knife down and let the boy go. Uh-oh, Bullseye. No. I want answers now. What's going on? This is light, Then I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm here in this cave. I don't know how I got here. So, and you're going to tell me. And you're going to you tell me where I am. You tell me who you are. If you hurt the boy, I am your worst nightmare. I am the Batman. Bullseye doesn't scare. Bullseye doesn't miss either, especially at this range. So you start spouting answers, or the kid's gonna be gone. You want to play catch and catch and duck it, but I never miss. Nobody's fast enough to. Bam! You hit even harder than Daredevil. Make sure you have
Batman
help.
is used to dodging his own weapons.
Well, yeah, especially when they do practicing. Make sure you have. But yeah, it does it, and Tim disappears. And Jibs, were you expecting a boy to be delivered? Nope. But I like his fashion sense already. This is one of my favorite ships throughout a lot of comics, even though it will never actually work out. I adore Tim with Jubilee.
Yeah, it's one of those like kind of
what it could never work properly. Yeah, what could be, but it never would properly work. But it's adorable, isn't it? Just by looking at it alone, and the fact, they have the same color shift and everything.
Yeah,
which color scheme?
Did he appear to the X Mansion or was Jubilee?
That's where Gen X is. That's the Gen X headquarters.
Okay.
Oh, look at the Simpson XB of Bart.
Huh. Yeah.
Metropolis. Kent! Where the devil is Kent? I need that story now. Well, I'm sure he's just checking his specs, or maybe somebody looking for me. The planet's a daily, Kent, not a weekly. And maybe the word deadline didn't hold much meaning to you before, but now that I'm the editor, like around here, you're get their stories in on time. People are coping with this weirdness going on out there, but they want to know what's happening. We're going to find out and tell them, or my name isn't J. Jonah Jameson. I'll get right on it. And this is a non-smoking building, Chief. I'll smoke wherever I want to, Kent. And don't call me Chief. He certainly got a different style than Perry. That's an understatement. I wish I could find out more about this mysterious publisher who took over the planet and forced out Perry. With everything else that's been going on, we can't let that be our main concern, though. I suppose it's possible there's a connection. Hey, guys! I know by this point, Jimmy's a reporter. Although by the time Jared and I have been going over it, we saw him get the boot. So this is why he's still with WGBS.
His reporter for WGBS, he got fired and got his job back as a...
Eventually. But he got fired because he did finally... First, he kept on wavering with stories, and he finally did a big one where he claimed he knew who Superman was, and then he chickened out at the last second.
Okay, I gotta see why that would have.
I go, yeah, what you go, yeah,
integrity points.
Yep, you could check out the video I did with Jared. It was the third part of the Blue Saga.
Okay, I'll have to see. Look it
that
up.
was a couple of months ago.
Okay.
But what do you think about Joda being the publisher and the editor?
Well, it's a surprise coming out of the readers, but it's set up like it.
But it shows though. It reminds us he is good with his job when he's not focused on Spider-Man.
Yeah, like that's true. Most people don't focus on that aspect anymore.
I know.
Or if they do,
to be fair, he hasn't been at the paper in ages. But I still say the fact he's been handled very well since Slott left. I'm still impressed. Ever since he found out the truth, he's been written so much better. Would you agree with that? Like he's replaced being Peter's father figure role.
Yeah, since they're step cousins and. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Steel versus Absorbing Man, which we saw that fight.
Oh.
This is the heroic Goblin.
Oh, Harry or
no? Phil. Phil Urich.
I think I mentioned I did a binge read on the whole Amazing Spider-Man before No Way Home came out.
Right, but
this was up.
They would eventually cancel the book because they were going to bring back Norman.
Yeah, they had to somehow
Bane versus Cap. Daredevil versus Riddler. Venom versus Batman. Doom versus Shazam. Captain Marvel. Punisher versus Deathstroke. The Demon versus Ghost Rider. I just love this is frustrating. They tease amazing fights that were just given snippets.
Yeah, it's like this is something that could have needed to be spread over more issues than this as a proper event.
Yeah, because seriously, you'd want to see more of these.
Yeah. Also, Deathstroke vs Captain America is something I would take forces because they have similar powers. See which one of them uses them better.
Starman and Doctor Strange. Yeah. That's the James Robinson Starman. Martian Manhunter versus Ben Grimm and Firestorm versus Johnny. Hawkman and Angel, Supergirl and She-Hulk working together or being friends.
Yeah, fighting some common enemy.
Yeah. Seriously, that's a perfect team up right there. Especially that's the Linda Danvers Supergirl.
Yeah, it's the Angel one, not the Matrix.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think she became the Angel yet, though.
Oh.
But yeah, then we see that one guy trying to hold the tape together. We see the guy who took off from him. Superman versus Annihilus.
Oh, I thought that was the 2099 Goblin.
No, we wouldn't have that. That's Annihilus. You tell me. If you have Spidey dealing with Man-Bat, Clark, if you got a minute, take a look at this. Sure thing, Lois. A Man-Bat. And no, I don't recognize the other. Very nice, though. Meet the man who took that photo. This is our new photographer. And heck of a photo. Sorry I didn't get your name. Well, my name's Ben Riley, but my professional name is Peter Parker. And that's their way around it, because they basically, the Clone Saga was slightly extended a little bit by this point.
Yeah. By the way, there's in the opening here, there's a disclaimer in my review. It says, "Attention! This story happens during the time when Spider-Man's role was taken from Ben Riley, Peter Parker's clone."
Yeah. But yeah, and then don't be so modest, Peter. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, you too. Because by this point, Ben should be blonde by this point.
Who was this? Gregory Wright and Matt Hollingsworth were in charge of the colors.
Yep. What transpires here and here, the universe itself ripples with disturbances. I sense the work and the workings of forces I have never before encountered. Power which makes me inconsequential by comparison. Events are being set in motion that not even the Spectre can stop. Okay, this is perfect because both of these answer to God, the Spectre and the Living Tribunal.
Oh, that's
both answer to God. That is perfect to use these two, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, in that sense.
The cosmic balance tilts, and for the first time I cannot write it. But what could exist that is mighty enough to thwart the will of the Living Tribunal? I fear something is terribly wrong. The two brothers that represent DC and Marvel.
Yeah, before, or wait, was it during before we had Kismet and?
No. That's JLA Avengers. And again, Kismet does not actually represent the embodiment of the DC universe. People like this, and they did that because she's the only one that could fill the void. But she actually does not represent the embodiment like people keep thinking she does.
Okay. We'll talk about that more when we get to Yale Avengers.
Yeah. But a nice start, but also again a lot of like cock block, teasers.
Näin on.
Yeah, but but yeah, Axel Asher. This is the guy who will then end up being I forget what his name is, but he's the one who was destined to be the bridge between the two worlds. Access will be his name.
Yeah.
Sir, I may ask you to step out of your vehicle. May I ask what I've done? For starters, you ignored a direct request from a police officer. A police officer? Excuse me, fella, but I don't seem to recall seeing you at roll call at the 1-4 this morning. 1-4? That brings things across town. Afraid not. I've been working Gotham City for 9 years. Gotham City? Are you nuts? This is New York. I think these are counterparts of each other.
Probably. And it's also a scene cut short because would have been another interesting conversation, even if it was just some random beat cops.
Yeah, but I think the artwork is meant to imply that they're counterparts. Oh, Wolverine versus Killer Croc. Now I know why you call yourself Killer Croc, because you're nothing but a croc of shoot. Also think I have to change my costume. If only I can ditch this guy without his getting suspicious. Account not recognized. What is this? So basically, he's been switching around. Finally, you got your tail back here. Took you long enough. What is that? For crying out loud! When there's a universe to save, you can't stop for exposition. Oh Lord, the ultimate cock block we never actually see. Darkseid versus Thanos.
At least we always have a death battle.
Yep. Which, you know what? I gotta ask. So a friend of mine made a good question. How would the fight have been if they didn't have that whole the gauntlet can only work in its own universe and all that, or the heart of the universe can only work in its own universe? If you actually had full power Darkseid versus Thanos without that limitation, who would win? I think Thanos. I think the power Thanos has tapped into has made him more formidable.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Maybe.
But yeah. But again, we still more Cap versus Bane, and hey, Pinky and the Braid. I love it. What happened to the display of X-Men stuff? What's X-Men? Oh, geez. Basically, the Warner Brothers stores don't exist in that city.
Yeah. If this was done if they were planning to do today, they would have a Disney store and Warner Bros. Store to be in the different universe, probably.
Yeah. Got it. No, Amazon. Uh-oh! You have thrown away what slight advantage your weapon may have provided, exposing yourself to the back-breaking attack that will leave you crippled and useless. I wonder, stranger, what sort of pathetic strategy you would call this? Ping! The kind that works. Now, no more back talk from you. Because he doesn't know. Of course, Bane doesn't know. It's like a boomerang.
Yeah, because it has the Did it have the magnet in the 90s, or what gave it coming back?
I don't know. Oh, Batman chasing the lizard. Oh, Nightwing and Gambit.
Hmm.
And so you've come back. Should have recognized you when you came poking around before. Must be getting senile. So you're going to help or not? What? What is that? Duct tape. First law of the universe. Could never have too much duct tape. No, I mean that light. What? Ah, cripes. Get back. It's too late. Late. The Cajun tagged me. The Cajun tagged me pretty good. But when I came around, they'd run off. They're probably miles from here by now. 6-0 Nightwing. Huh? Hey, those dirty. Oh man, I told you to buy the club, but I told you to buy the club, but no. Ha! Wolverine and Gambit just took the Batmobile.
The 90s style is the.
Yep. Oh look, Mole Man is in the Batcave.
And probably does nothing, just passing through.
Yep. Wow. Have I told you how much I love your fashion sense? Only like 30 times.
He kept
yeah.
count?
What?
Huh. Him surprising he kept count.
Probably because finds her attractive, he's not as goo-goo-eyed of her as she is of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I try to hold it back. Try to do the job I've had for ages, but it's no good. The blooders have noticed each other. The battle's joined. Ain't nothing you or I can do now except hold on and try not to go nuts from what you're about to see. See what? And there they are. It's the brothers. In the beginning, there were two entities, brothers. Although they were also sisters, sexless, and everything in between. They were yin and yang, good and evil. The menu. They encompass the whole of everything except each other. Each was simply me. Once before they came together in battle, unleashed forces that ended and then began all creation all over again. In the explosion of death and rebirth, the brothers were blasted apart. Their shattered essence fractured. The newborn universe into a multiverse. Fragments of their essence blew in all directions. And as the universe spread in ever outward, so did the brothers. It took them eons just to remember they had consciousness. They had to think.
Olet nauhoituksessa.
What?
Hei, olet nauhoituksessa. Mene nautus keskelle. Joo.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It took them and in all that time, their memories of each other had vanished. But now, due to the recent cosmos shaking events that tore the fabric of the universe and redefined reality, the brothers have become aware of each other once more. Once again, realizing that each was no longer me, but us. They could not exist with their lack of uniqueness, nor was either of their whole. For in their centuries ago battle, some of each of them wound up in each other's universe. Both of them desired to be whole and unique, but they had learned the futility of a head-to-head struggle. However, in observing and understanding the existence of their respective cosmic guardians, the Spectre and the Living Tribunal, they hit upon a solution. Based upon their belief that each of their respective universes is intricately superior to the others, they will pit their respective superpowered beings against each other in a war to end all wars and end one universe. The problem is that some of these champions are so powerful, battle could continue forever with no true conclusion. So the rules are simple. Whoever immobilizes the other first in each instance wins the equivalent in Earth's wrestling of pinning one's opponent. Whichever side loses the most matches vanishes forever. Each pair of heroes will be summoned, which explains why some are voted and the other ones are not. That way, then you can keep it an even. If you want it to be an even match, you keep it even.
Jaha. Okay. In that sense, yeah.
Did you see that? Did you understand what Jess? Of course I saw and understood it. But what do you think about this being the reason behind it? These two brothers.
Well, it's an excuse.
Yeah, I would say it's a nice excuse plot. And Thor versus Shazam, and I love how they both pray first to their respective hires.
Yeah.
I like that. That's actually a clever idea. A disciple of death versus the Lord of Destruction. Tell me the dark side. And would you care to make a wager on that outcome? I wager you pale imitation of me that you will lose. Again, they keep teasing this.
They had an idea on how to properly
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
idea to toy with, but they couldn't
Lois gets
have the imagination to go fully realize it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Marvel and DC both have scarecrows.
What's the difference?
One is fear-based. I forget what the Marvel one is. But I think because it's so generic, there's no way you could possibly. The only way you could do it is by their alter ego.
Crane and...
Yeah, Crane and whoever. Would you agree with that? Would make sense, right?
Yeah, would probably. Scarecrows are in...
like I said, it's so generic.
In anthology and so on, yeah.
But yeah, Spidey, Peter saves Lois, and they're getting out. Oh, I love it. Like, we have Snapper Carr and Rick Jones, the two sidekicks of their respective teams.
Huh.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's a clever cameo.
Yep. I noticed. I'm just summarizing everything, and yet it is still pretty lengthy.
Yeah. Well, it's... Picture is worth 1,000 words, but how many pictures are there and how many words are we going to use to describe them?
I mean, look at we were going to half an hour, and yet I'm still just summarizing it. But yeah, of course this goes through, and unfortunately, because Billy transformed, it's counted as the victory going to Thor. Oh, I hate this. The hammer goes to one Diana. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Oh, Aquaman versus Namor. Now, Peter David is writing this one. Flash versus Quicksilver. Let's be honest. This one's the most obvious.
Yeah, Speed Force over.
Whatever mutant ability.
Yeah.
But, boom. Yeah, we're not going to make it. But he almost had me there, fella. But he who hesitates loses. But then they have Aquaman being Namor by dropping away and says, "That's your weakness, Namor. You're too noble to cheat." Oh, and then we find out it was Kingpin who bought out the planet.
Well, there are ways to do.
And he's the one who put Jonah in charge.
Yeah, probably wanted some legitimate, what legitimate business he can have.
Yep. Oh, but and he had his own personal money too, so he probably wanted to make get a stake in Metropolis right away.
Yep.
I wish we saw Woodfisk meet Luther. We never get that. Because that would have been perfect.
And Luthor is not even in there.
Yeah. Again, we keep getting this tease. They keep teasing us.
Yeah. Well, Luthor was also legit at this point, or
somewhat. Oh wait, I realize why. By this point, Luther is in a comatose state because of his clone degeneration.
But
yeah, this I hate because the implication is Diana's going to need the hammer to beat Storm because that was one of the fan votes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get it with Jubilee. Like, dear diary, been a while, huh? Sorry I haven't written. To tell you the truth, things have been kind of crazy. Well, to tell you the truth, things have been very, way crazy. Like the whole universe is coming to an end and crazy. Gives a summary of everything.
Yeah.
Again, the artwork is so good.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like it was rushed. It was like clear instructions. Like the writing was rushed, but the instructions were clear.
Exactly. And they did have alternate pages. Oh, Bibbo placing bets. Of course he would.
Oh.
Jubilee, I've been looking for you and for you. This place is bigger than I thought. Oh, Robin, hi. Yeah, it's like that fully integrated biosphere, danger grotto for short. This waiting's driving me nuts. I was wondering if you wanted to go for a walk. Yeah, that sounds great. I was just catching up on my diary. Didn't know when or if I get the chance again. Give me a minute to finish up. Gotta go now, diary. Ready? You bet. Put on my brave face and my famous toot. Otherwise, everyone might see how scared I really am. Hope this isn't the end, diary. But if it is, well, it's been fun. This is it. I guess it's time. A balloon warehouse? What's up with that? I would have rather stayed in the danger grotto. Not quite so spooky in there. I'd wish you luck and all, but yeah, I know. Okay, so whatever happens, happens. Right. Let's get this over with. Let's. I gotta say, Jubilee has the potential to overpower him, but unfortunately, because of her own limitations. Now, even though by Gen X she was starting to break those limitations. But from a writing sense, no one's going to drop that. But it's also the help that Tim is already dating someone.
Yeah, Ariana, whom he then broke up with to be with Steph.
Yep. I almost feel like this isn't fair. You don't have any powers. Who says I need them? Come on, where'd you go? I know I can win this thing if I could just find him. There you are. Hey, that was your cape. You tricked me. I got a heck of a teacher. But I didn't even. Oh, I can't believe it. You okay? Not too tight, is it? No, I lost. You didn't have to land a punch. That's so lame. God, no. I was never planning to hit you. You weren't? That's sweet. You are planning on untying me, though, right, handsome? Since you put it that way. Again, this is so adorable, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that he really likes her so much he didn't want to hit her.
Yeah. Or okay, could be that, and then also that it's a fight of that they're forced to go.
It's a fight of necessity.
Yeah, fight of necessity, and use all the other other methods. Like it was in the Dark Knight Returns. 7 different methods. 3 kill, 7 do something, and so.
I know 3 kills, 3 hurt, and 1 hurt.
Yeah. And Tim was so using one of those 3 that don't do anything.
Exactly, because he can't bring himself to do it to her.
Yeah.
Oh, we get the rematch of Green Lantern versus Silver Surfer. Yeah, that goes without saying. Surfer won once they're actually putting it down power to power. Yet never have I regretted an opponent's defeat. Oh, Catwoman versus Elektra.
Yeah,
I agree with Kara. This pairing doesn't make a lick of sense except for sexy cat suits. One's an assassin, one's a thief. Their designs make sense, but other than that, they make 0 sense.
Yeah, well, the class. How did you? We go by weight classes. They would be.
Yeah.
Not in the same class.
And she gets knocked in the kitty litter, of course, or sand. No, that's sand. Oh, I love this. Ben is flirting.
Yeah, okay. I just realized that, Catwoman lost via ring out.
Yep. But I love it. Flirting and I'm engaged. To me. Oh, man. I didn't. I know. I'm sorry. Jeez, you can squash me like a bug, Clark. No harm done, Peter. I love that.
Yeah.
He's flirting with her.
I'm surprised he didn't actually Lois was visibly had her engagement ring on.
Yeah, but
the entire time of the story. She was not like without it here and there and giving the wrong idea. Like most men would notice that when a woman has a ring and base their behavior.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe Ben was just being again just oblivious.
Yeah.
maybe enraptured by her beauty.
Hmm.
Yep.
But considering how Lois was drawn in the 90s, well, who can blame him?
Yep. Where's Kent? Don't worry, I'm sure he's on the job already. So basically, we find out that Access is supposed to be the one to take over now. This guy was the previous Guardian, and now it's up to Access to be the bridge. Oh, this was the first controversial one. Lobo versus Wolverine. Both with incredible healing factors, and yet this tells you how the fight was such bullshit that
they had to leave the victory off to the imagination by having it happen off screen.
And this was one of the fan voted ones, and the fact that Marvel stacked the deck was X-Men. They stacked the deck badly.
Yeah, no Avengers, no other things.
Oh no, there were some Avengers, but yeah. Oh, but see here, Storm versus, and this was another fan vote one. Storm versus Wonder Woman, and the fact that's implied that Diana needed the hammer to win. Because how does Storm win? Just keep zapping her.
Yeah.
That is beyond lame.
Yeah, no, they didn't have any imagination here. This one.
Oh, and this was when Diana was at her most mishandled.
By the way, I noticed how the Finnish translation of the hammer is in it. It's basically written like this: that when the hammer finds a vertic host, this person gets the power of Thor.
Interesting.
There's no yeah. It would be hän gets the power of Thor, but it's just put that tämä henkilö, this person.
Oh, Battle of the Clones!
And because it's Spider-Man, that's popular.
More experience, he wins. He can never beat Superman.
That makes sense also because, he's not Connor yet. He's just Superboy at this point.
So just the tactile telekinesis simulation. If it was Connor would have more of a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes in the electricity and he's down for the count. Oh, Superman versus Hulk. And there's Metallo getting knocked like, I am, and you're called Hulk. Actually, I prefer Dr. Banner or Bruce. I'll destroy both of you all. Metropolis, my city, Bruce. But thanks for the help. Protecting it. Here we go. And yeah, they done it in a place where they won't endanger anyone. Let's just get down to it. And I say, having it be a Hulk, the Professor Hulk makes this the most best chance Hulk ever could have.
Yeah, like know how to fight and not just lash out in a berserker.
Yeah.
Ever since I watched the one of the Fate series, the Fate Stay Nights, it's always the Ilias feel way how she pronounces Pasaka. Oh, every time I think about berserker, it's just every time I hear Ilias feel say that like that, Pasaka.
Right, but yeah, Superman clearly won the poll.
Yeah,
I think everyone knew.
This was the third time they fought.
Yeah, if you count the because you have Batman, Hulk, but no, that was Batman, Hulk. This is their second time they fought. No, this will be the first time because that other crossover came out after this. And that one was a separate world. But yeah, Batman versus Cap.
Again, should have been Deathstroke.
Yeah, but let's be honest. This is the most likely, But yeah, and I do like
Captain America, one Avenger.
Yep. And Hulk, so that's two Avengers.
Okay, two Avengers, most of the rest are X-Men, and then there's
Spidey.
Yeah.
Oh, Shield miss. The fact they have to do something like this to lead to Batman winning. But then they meet up with Access. And as Access decides to try something. And for a moment, we think the two worlds have merged. They didn't, but we're led to believe this. And that's how we got the Amalgam Universe.
Yeah.
Which would then lead into Doctor Strange's fate. Which this one is just Doctor Strange face chasing after
it's later, or is it right next to in the trade, or
no, it should be right after this.
Okay.
It should be right after this issue because it's supposed to be in between them.
Okay.
But yeah, Doctor Strangeface trying to hunt down Access. Why? Because he doesn't want their world to be destroyed.
Oh.
It looks like it's Rogue mixed with Cleo. Or Clea. But by the way, it turns out Strangeface is a triple combination. He is Doctor Strange, Fate, Dr. Fate, and Professor X.
Oh.
Like, really? That's weird.
Yeah.
But it's just meant to be a little bit of an in-between story. But then we get to the wrap-up. Oh, look, we have Dark Claw dealing with the hyena. Super Soldier. Oh, yeah, there's the old man still helping. It turns out they did. He thought the merging was the doing of the brothers. It wasn't. It was done by Spectre and Living Tribunal to try and keep them together. I like that. Because they are the two. But next to, in fact, Living Tribunal is more powerful than Eternity. Now, Spectre, again, no idea what Spectre relates to Kismet, but he is the equivalent of Living Tribunal, so it makes sense.
Yeah, being the right hand of God.
Yeah, or the wrath of God, yeah.
Yeah, wrathful right hand of Yelda in the back.
Yeah, but yeah, so they end up separating because they're forced to be apart because it was unstable. It was unstable.
Oh.
But we're sick of being pawns. And how do we end up here? All right, it worked, at least partially. We're back to the universes coexisting. Now, if we can just separate, first things first. Where are the others? I'm not sure. Mole Man dealing with still in the Batcave. With the Hulk in the Batcave. With Superman showing up.
What was Alfred doing? Alfred's not there.
I know Alfred is probably upstairs.
Yeah, I was thinking about was this before or after Officer Down.
I'm not sure on that one. But yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do. The universes are momentarily safe, still distinct but overlapping. The energies unleashed have placed key barriers in different environing than before. But it's nothing short of miraculous that they exist at all. We have only delayed the inevitable. The brothers must be reconciled. Oh boy, so the brothers actually do try to fight and nearly kill everyone. Oh, Perry's there. I'm giving you notice, Fist. Lord over the corporate machinations of the Daily Planet all you want. But the moment you start interfering with my people, our people, Perry. Okay, I actually like that those two are working together.
Wait, what's that?
Perry just showed up to try and take it back, and Jonah's helping him.
Oh, it took me some time to figure out because they have similar
the hair color and everything.
Yeah, hair color, and it's
one has the mustache, but you can barely make it out.
Yeah.
Spider-Man then forces him to sell it with Superboy's help.
Yeah, because that's not illegal.
Well, Robin and Jubilee have no idea how they got there, and they don't care. They're in Venice. They're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and Tim is perfectly okay with hitting on Ariana. Probably made it easier to break up with her.
I don't remember, but it's still there to get along enough that when Robin and Jubilee meet again, he has to tell her he's dating someone. She's like, oh. I think they're doing it because they think it's the end of the world. Lobo versus Thanos.
Huh.
Then Darkseid shows up, but then everyone realizes, oh crap! Stop them from fighting! Stop them!
Huh.
I do like that though. They realize, do not let these two fight. it would be one of the worst.
Huh.
That's still a cop-out.
Niin.
Oh, I do love this, though. My hammer, where? Here. Thank you. Hold on. How did? I love that.
Joo. This person gets the power of Thor.
Yep. They're trying to stop it because the brothers but besides, thanks to Batman and Cap and everyone else reaching out, sharing their memories and everything, that they're able to finally, they're trying to do all they can to unite the brothers. Well, Jameson, going to take one last pot shot at me. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Oh. I like that. It's the end of the world, and Jonah takes the opportunity to apologize.
Yeah.
That is better, Jonah.
Is this cut from here or
what?
I just was trying to see if.
Well, just during all this, you see this moment here with the brothers. Is that in your book?
Oh yeah, that's here.
Then it's right after that.
After that, where's the?
Or did it go here?
Yeah, it goes to fighting. Then there's the page with the Darkseid and Thanos and every other character.
So they reordered it. Sounds like they reordered it. But yeah, I just loved it. All save for one who chose to give voice to a voice that speaks with the hush of a newly dying star. Thanos says, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I like that! But then, after they all come up there, they shout, they demand, they plead, and ultimately they fail. So they do clash, but then they see everything. They see the origin of the different heroes, and then they look at each other as if truly seeing each other for the first time. As the brothers come to the slow realization that they who encompass the whole of reality have become smaller than the smallest of their components. And a billion years hence, the brothers, for the first time in recorded and unrecorded history, speak. They say the same saying, "You've done well." And then things go back to normal. And Axis is there to keep the peace between the two worlds. And what to say about this?
This was even more rushed than probably how Mark Waid got the idea to do Kingdom.
Yeah. And it was the same type of thing, a weekly, a 5th week event. But I'll say this, though, it's better than the Kingdom still overall.
Yeah. It clearly has more substance put into it, but it's kind of overflowing with what it has, and
you only have 4 issues.
Overflows is
4 slightly above normal issues. Like there's page 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So 37 pages each. So that's about an issue and a half.
Yeah, I was trying to compare which one is the thicker one. JLA Avengers is a little bit thicker than.
Oh yeah, JLA Avengers is a much bigger story, much more streamlined. This one they had to include the competition here, and it was the overarching story. At least JLA Avengers kept it the JLA Avengers.
Yeah,
there's cameos from others, but for the most part,
Yeah.
But overall, I thought the writing was decent. Not the greatest, but decent. The artwork was very good. Despite being 2 very distinctive art styles, they worked.
Yeah, Jurgens and Rubenstein.
Castellini.
Rubenstein Dan Jurgens and Joseph Rubenstein for the pages 3 to something, and it's the different pages. Was it the inker? Was the other person?
I think he actually.
Rubenstein and Neri were the inkers.
Yeah, that was the other inker.
Yeah.
But again, I thought this overall story was it was fun. This was fun.
Yeah.
But it was dumb fun. This is the summer blockbuster of the 90s type of summer blockbuster,
where
there's dumb fun. You're supposed to turn off. This is a turn off your brain movie. Would you agree?
Yeah. Take them off and hang out we have in Finnish we have saying aivot narikassa. Where you just take it and hanging up on the coat hangers.
Yeah, you just have fun, watch it, don't think about it. But again, it has a lot of issues though. But the fact you had to have both the fight and lead into amalgam, that's the big thing, right? You had to find a way to do both.
Yo.
And I say, for what it was worth, they did a serviceable job there. But the brothers thing, it's like that's probably the dumbest part of the brothers. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that was just some excuse. Cosmic Brothers. Okay, let's go with that.
Yeah, and then have and just now again, the artwork was good. Some of the matchups made sense. Others made zero sense. Or they totally botched the handling. Like again, my biggest annoyance is the fact that it implied that if Diana had won the poll, she would have used Thor's power to defeat Storm. That's bullshit. Would you agree with that? That was the implication.
Yeah. How much were the Wonder Woman writers protective of her at this point?
And protective enough to keep anyone else from butting in, but I don't think that protective. Oh gosh, look at this. Nightcrawler and Creeper. I wish we saw that.
Yo, that's a blink and you cameos there.
Yeah, someone just Jurgen just slipped that in there. Because we never saw that match. But again, can we agree though? Catwoman and Elektra was the most lopsided.
Yeah, just an excuse to get more female characters there. But
especially when it's the Jim I like boobs balanced outfit.
Well, it was the 90s. She didn't get the. It wasn't the Darwin Cook that she got there.
Darwin Cook, yeah. So yeah, she kept the Jim Ballant outfit for a long time.
What was there was the Avengers group shot somewhere here at the end.
Oh,
what other female characters could they use besides Elektra?
Black Cat, duh.
Well, that's a no-brainer. And no female characters in this group shot.
No. I did love this bit with Thanos, though. Of course, out of all of them, he would enjoy the death of the universe.
Yeah, and Darkseid was the
Darkseid would just be like,
yeah, seen it before. Darkseid survived through a crisis, so it's not different from.
Yeah, but that was Marvel versus DC. I mean, any other thoughts you want to give about this?
It was the 90s.
It was the 90s. And again, this wasn't a bad story. Do not get us wrong. There's just a lot of problems with it for what it was.
Yeah, let's go with pretty much like we go with what is it that like with Gotham by Gaslight. It was the first probably version of it, or one of the earliest drafts
of having the whole universe, not just characters.
Yeah, and it wasn't like one of those how many week events. They probably could have had more time to think things through and work on the fight choreographies and do some proper justifications for how the voted fans would have voted.
Yeah, the fact that Marvel had to stack the deck tells you how cocky they were.
Yeah, and Batman basically just won because luck.
Yeah, well, that's how the writing went. Yeah, but yeah. Tune in next time, though, as we go over JLA Avengers. You guys then.
And may your heart be a guiding game.